morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, December 17th, and I've been up since way too early, but I'm only now, it's 7:46. I'm only now getting, look at this hair, guys. Look at this hair. Good God. Apologies for the look. I am just having my first cup of coffee, and I am trying to plan out my day because there's a lot to do. But I think I'm going to start with cleaning the kitchen and then work my way out from there. I got laundry to do. I got grocery shopping to do. I want to make some ginger shots and keep them in the fridge. So if I do that, I'll record a video of it. And then I'm gonna wind up my yarn so I can start my Christmas socks. That's it.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way.
Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday. No, it's not even Tuesday. Is it Wednesday? Yeah, I think today is Wednesday, December 19th. I think it's been an adjustment being on vacation. I gotta tell you. I did not realize how neglected things were around this house until the last 2 days when I've tried to rearrange, declutter, clean. I went grocery shopping yesterday, and I went to 3 different grocery stores to replenish our cupboards, and I felt like I was pandemic shopping. I went through 3 different grocery stores to be able to get everything that I needed. And, it was tiring. It's just tiring. Usually I just make a trip for whatever we're going to get for dinner or very quick trips here and there. But yesterday, I sat down and I was like inventorying things. What do we need? What do I need to get? And by the time I was out of the house and back, it was like 7 o'clock last night. And it was putting away groceries. I went through like all the cabinets and got all the expired food out. I went through all the medicine cabinets, cabinet that we have. And I threw away all of the old expired medicine, which I think, towards the end of the year, it's probably a good thing to do. Start the new year off with non-expired food and medicine. But that was my day yesterday, really. I didn't do any crafting. I didn't wind up my yarn. I just, when you get into that zone where you're cleaning and doing and it's a good flow. My son was sick yesterday, so he stayed home from school. Got a lot of things done, but it felt like I don't even know how to explain it. It was just so tiring. It was so tiring. And today what I have planned for is I'm taking one room at a time in the house. So today I'm going to be doing some organizing, cleaning, rearranging of my living room. But like I said, the kitchen's done, which is great. I have a couple of things to do here and there, but we're fully stocked. I'm going to make a chicken soup, Salvadorian style chicken soup. And I'm going to make those ginger shots I was telling you about. I like to, now that everything is nice and organized here in the kitchen, it's just, I like to cook in an organized and clean kitchen. And I'm sure that's, I'm sure everybody likes that, but you know what I mean? It's like everything is put away. Everything is where it should be. Everything is where it needs to be. And the kitchen is fully stocked to be able to cook and bake and do whatever I need to do. Yeah, so I'm excited. And here's today's Christmas mug. It's my little Christmas mug for today. So I wanted to share an ornament with you guys. And it's this handmade Christmas tree that lights up. It's really pretty. It was something that I got in a swap. The first year my husband and I started dating, I went to his family's Christmas party and they were doing a gift swap, and I happened to land with this. And what I wanted to show you is that this whole thing is made up of these little crystals here, plastic, and safety pins. These are all safety pins. So the whole thing has been safety pinned together. That's how it's being held together. Isn't that amazing? And then you just put a string of lights in it. You can see that it's all safety pins all the way. And then she put this really pretty star on top. And that's what it looks like when it is lit up. It's just one of my most treasured things that I have, because a crafter made it. It's beautiful. It's stunning. It's just incredible to be able to put something together like this with these safety pins. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right, then it's time to make dinner. It is actually a little later than I would have liked to start dinner, but I was in the zone and I got so much stuff done in the living room that I'm just not starting out to make dinner, but it's going to be delicious. I'm going to be cooking out of this book. It's called Salvi Sol, and this is written by Carla Vasquez. This book is really special to me. It is written by a Salvadorian lady who is trying to preserve our traditions and our cooking, and she's done an amazing job with this beautiful book. Tonight I'm going to be making sopa de gallina, chicken soup. Look at that. So yeah, we'll see. I'm really excited. I've already told my kids, so I've got to make it. I'm getting ready to cut up the vegetables for the soup, and I just wanted to point something out in this picture. If you see, the vegetables are cut in very large pieces, and that's a very common way of cutting up vegetables for a soup in El Salvador. They're not finely cut or cubed, but because I don't really like them like that anymore, I am going to cut them a little bit smaller. And I wanted to show you, basically this soup will have potatoes, it's going to have zucchini, it's going to have carrots, and then it's going to have this. I'll show you the label from the supermarket. They're calling it chayote squash. We call it huisquil, and I'm sure that's an indigenous word for this particular vegetable. It's in the squash family, and it is delicious. Very mild flavor, but very, very good. And there's no chicken soup without huisquil in our soup. So I thought we could make some ginger shots. Today I really want to start incorporating these every day, especially during flu season. I think they're really, really good, but I definitely think I need to start incorporating them just as a add-on to, you know, the supplementation that I do, which is not anything crazy, but definitely want to have some ginger shots made. And so I don't do anything crazy or anything exotic. I just do a very simple 2 lemons, a lime, 2 oranges, and some ginger and a little bit of honey, and then that's it. I don't even peel the ginger. I just kind of cut it up because the blender will just pulverize all of this basically. So I like my ginger shots very gingery, so I do add a generous amount. There's 1,000,001 recipes on the internet for ginger shots. I think if you want to try it and then adjust it to your taste. Like I said, I like a lot of ginger in mine. And I just kind of rough cut the outside of the lemon. I really am so tempted to buy a lemon tree. But I have so much family and friends and coworkers that have lemons that a lot of times when, you know, their trees are overflowing, they'll just bring them to the office, or, you know, I'll just go to my aunt's house and pick a bunch of lemon. But I'm so tempted to buy a lemon tree. You have no idea. The other thing that's on my list to do for the new year is to get my knives sharpened. I have some, you know, good kitchen knives, but they're just getting dull, you know, and so I don't even remember the last time when we actually sharpened these knives, and so I really want to take them to the farmer. We go to a farmer's market here local to us, and there is a place where you can get your stuff sharpened. But yeah, definitely I think we need to get these knives sharpened. I'm struggling way too much with that. I know this one's a pretty sharp knife, but yeah. I thought about buying one of those stones that you can use to sharpen knives, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to take them in to the farmer's market and pay a pro to do it. It would just be another thing for me to Google. Sometimes I throw a couple of the rinds in there. Another thing to Google or YouTube to learn how to do. But definitely I want to start the new year with some nice sharp knives. I don't want to go out and buy knives. They're good knives. They just need to get sharpened. Anyway, I wanted to say hi. It's Friday. It's been a whole week of cleaning and organizing. I haven't really done any crafting, and that's because one of the things I told myself when I went on vacation was that I was going to take the time to get the house cleaned and organized, and it wasn't until I started doing it that I realized how much work I really needed to do around here. So I haven't uploaded since, I think it was Monday. I think it was Monday or Tuesday of this week. But it's okay. We're going with the flow. I've been really enjoying being at home. I got to tell you, it's been really good to just be at home. And it took me a couple of days to really disconnect from work. I was still checking my work emails. And so it's taken me a little bit to really disconnect from my job. And I had a little bit of not anxiety, maybe it was anxiety, I just was like, oh my God, you know, I need to do more. I need to do more. I need to do more. And I gotta just slow down. And this is what the holidays are for. This is what I meant when I told myself I was gonna slow down. Put honey as much as you want. I mean, not go crazy, but. And then I put two cups of water in here. And then I'm gonna go blend that. You've got to strain it so that you only end up with the juice. So here's our ginger shots, and it's about 3 cups that you end up with. I don't pour them in individual glass containers. I just use one large container. Oops. It's the most beautiful yellow. I love the look of it. And then I have just one of these tops that goes on top of the mason jar. I store it in the refrigerator, and then I'll just pour a shot directly from here. Or if I want something with just a hint of the lemon and ginger, I can pour them into a glass of hot water with a tea bag to really add some flavor. It's ready to go. It's in the refrigerator. So, one of these a day to keep the viruses away. I'm a big fan of the ginger shots, and I don't want to pay the money. When you buy them out at the grocery store, they're $3-4. Nope. Make them at home. It's worth it. Happy Friday. It's December 20th, and I want to do a wrap-up for the week. So this week, mostly just cleaned and organized. Did a 0 crafting. 0. But I'm not beating myself up about it, because my goal this week was to get my house in order. And let's just say that everything took way longer than I thought. But I'm really happy with the progress of where things are. I have one last section of the house to get in order. And then next week, it'll be nice to just chill and relax. But I wanted to share a couple things with you guys. First up, I wanted to share that I picked up my yarns for my crochet socks that I'm going to work on. This is that Potions and Purls yarn that I showed in my previous episode. Look how beautiful that is. It's going to make such a beautiful pair of socks. Christmassy socks, and I'm really excited about that. I'm keeping that in my Christmas bag with my pattern and my notions and everything I need to make some socks. I'm using my go-to pattern, which is Fabulous Socks by Martha Mitchell. I will link that below. Not much to say about that, except that I'm really looking forward to having a finished pair of socks. I also wanted to share a little bit more about the cup that I showed a little bit earlier today. This is my my own design. I wanted to do a Christmas cup that really screams crochet, and so I designed this cup. See, it's got Christmassy themes on it, and then over here it says crocheter. Isn't that cute? The idea behind this cup is that I was going to design it to put it for sale in my Etsy shop, and I ran into some issues with that. So this is the sample that I got. Now that, you know, Christmas is upon us, and probably we are going to be moving into the new year, I think what I'll do is I'll save this design, and I will try and figure out the logistics so that I can sell it, and maybe through a drop shipper, so that if you are interested in buying the cup, then it would just be shipped directly to you instead of me getting it and then shipping it out to anybody who wants it. But I thought it was a cute cup. Maybe, I mean, it doesn't scream Christmas, I don't think, but, you know, like I said, Christmas is upon us, and I think a lot of us are done shopping for Christmassy themed things. And it will just make a comeback for next season. Hopefully everything will be in order, and then you guys can order a cup that just screams crocheter. Crocheter is here in the house. So there's one other thing I wanted to share with you, and let me just grab it. I'll be right back. As some of you may know, I was born in El Salvador, but I moved to the United States when I was 8 years old. So I didn't grow up learning how to cook a lot of Salvadorian dishes. And previous books that I had bought that were kind of like self-published books that had recipes, they were sometimes hard to follow, really. And I was really excited when this book came out. It is such a gorgeous book. If you're into collecting cookbooks, I would highly encourage you to add this to your collection. It's got a lot of really beautiful stories and recipes. And like I said, I was making chicken soup, and I wanted to read something to you that actually I never thought about. I saw it in this book. You know, in the United States, when people make chicken soup, they will add the chicken to the soup and combine it. And in El Salvador, we don't do that. We will have the soup separate from the chicken. And I just wanted to read you something of what she writes about in this book with regards to that, which I thought, I never really thought about it. Okay. She says, the soup is served with various, things that you would have, such as rice, chicken, tortillas, and ensalada verde, which is just a green salad. When I think of chicken soup in an American sense, it literally is chicken in the soup. Here, it definitely is not. I've been told that leaving the chicken in the soup is poor form. I've asked around why this is so, but no one seems to know exactly why. It is best serve the broth separate from the meat. I never thought about that. Like I said, I never thought about that. But going into some memories, I don't remember ever having chicken soup with the meat in the soup when I was growing up. I never even thought about it until I read that part. I read that in the book, which I thought was really interesting. And that's one of the things I really, really love about this book, is that she is not just giving you recipes. She's giving you some cultural background. She's sharing stories, that, kind of highlight the cultural aspect of food for Salvadorians. I really love the pictures in the book. I think she did a really beautiful job with the pictures. Salvadorian Essentials. And I think that it is a gorgeous, gorgeous cookbook. So something to try, if you're one of those people that's interested in cooking, and you want to sample cooking from a different country, I think this is a lovely, lovely, lovely book. As a matter of fact, tonight I made frijoles de olla, which is just bean soup. It was so good, so good. I was telling my husband, I think the reason in the past that my bean soup has just been okay is I don't think I cook the beans long enough and slow enough, as her recipe calls in this book. I also wasn't putting as much garlic as she puts in her bean soup. I was definitely not putting bay leaves. It just made for this flavorful, very robust bean soup. It was so good. So plans for this weekend include meeting up with a friend tomorrow. She crocheted some granny squares for a top for her daughter, and she just wants to get some help on joining them, you know, what the best way to join them. And I told her I would help her with that. So we're going to have coffee and we're going to crochet, and I'll bring my yarn. Hopefully I can get started on that pair of socks. And then, don't know, I'm trying to make it to the farmer's market tomorrow morning because, as I said before, I want to get a couple knives sharpened. My knives are really dull, and I don't want to start the new year with my plans of cooking more at home with dull knives. So I want to get them nice and sharp, and I want to pick up some of the most delicious bread. There's a bread company here in San Diego called Prager Brothers, and they make the most fabulous bread. So I think that I want to pick up some bread. We're also going to treat ourselves to a vegan burrito that is out of this world. I can't even tell you. We go to this farmer's market just so that we can eat this freaking burrito. It is so good. Completely vegan. You would never know. The flavors, just every bite of the burrito that you take, you get a different flavor, a different texture, a different, just, I don't know. It's just, I can't even explain it. It's just such a good burrito, and it's worth the drive. It's not that far. The farmer's market is not that far from us, but, I need to get up early because I want to go there. I'm going to come back, and I got to drop my son off to a basketball practice, and I'm going to head over to Crochet for a little coffee and crochet time. Yeah, and so, like I said, not much this week in terms of crafting, but at least I got my yarn and my bag ready to go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about look at this bag. It's so cute. I love it. And I need to add the links for the last video because I realized I have not done that yet. So by the time you see this video, if you are interested in the Tannei Casey bag, she has so many different beautiful bags. I don't think she has any of these left, but you'll see, you can see what she has in her shop. Beautiful bags. You can't go wrong. I will put that, I'll put that in the show notes. Oh my gosh. So I hope that you guys will have a great weekend. Planning my Coronado trip. I can't wait to take you guys to the Hotel de Coronado to look at the Christmas lights. And then next weekend is Christmas. I hope you're ready. I think I'm like 90% ready. I'm 0% done with wrapping gifts, but I think we're 90% ready with that we are done with shopping. So, and it's exciting. It's exciting. I'll be enjoying my crochet. I'll be enjoying Vlogmases. I am loving Vlogmas this year. I watch, Chelsea Yarn's Vlogmas. I love her. Standing by the lakeside, and I watch Girl Meets Yarn. I love that Vlogmas. I wish more crocheters got into the game, showing off their crochet. I know Sandra from Cherry Heart is doing Vlogmas. And then if you guys know of other Vlogmases that are crochet centric, please put them down below. I would love to add some to my roster. And yeah, so enjoy crafting, and I'll see you next time. Bye.